Hey everyone. So today's video is going to be all over the place. I'm going to tell you what my New Year's resolutions are. I'm going to give you a makeup tip when I get to the part where I tell you what products I'm wearing. I'm going to include a makeup tip in there. And I'm also going to tell you what my most favorite thing in the whole world is right now. I just cannot talk about it enough. And I don't think I've ever talked to you guys about it before. I have mentioned it to my Twitter followers, so if you follow me on Twitter, then you might have an idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you don't follow me on Twitter, then I don't think I've ever talked to you about it. Anyways, let's start with the New Year's resolutions. And by the way, if any of you want to tell me what your New Year's resolutions are, put it down below because I would be curious to know what other people are trying to accomplish this year, either accomplish or not accomplish as the case may be. Because in my case, I don't normally make New Year's resolutions, so this is a first for me. But this year, there were certain things that I really felt that could be improved upon. And so I'm just going to tell you what some of those things are. Number one, stop using my nails as tools. I have a bad habit of using my nails in place of a knife or some kind of tool thing, like if I'm trying to peel a label off something or open something, or instead of taking a minute and stopping and getting a knife or a screwdriver or whatever it is that I need, I'll just use my nails. And then, of course, a big chunk of my nail will come off, and then, I have to use the OPI Rich filler, which still works great, by the way. Wouldn't really be able to do my manicures without it because of my nails being so damaged from using them as tools. So that's one thing. Also, regarding the nails, is I do wear rubber gloves when I wash dishes or do any kind of household task that involves detergents. But sometimes, I just won't want to take the minute to put the gloves on, and I'll just do it anyway. And that's really, really bad, not just for your nails, but for the skin on your hands. It really dries them out and sucks the moisture and life out of them. So it's really important to always wear rubber gloves when you do dishes and household chores. So I'm gonna make sure that I do that 100% of the time and not like 95% of the time. Another thing that is a New Year's resolution for me is I would like to lose 11 pounds. Now, I have already lost 15 pounds over the last few months, which is great, and it's great in a lot of ways, bad in a couple ways, but great for the most part. But yeah, I would like to lose 11 more because then that would put me in what would be considered a normal weight for my height and all that. I just want to try to be, as healthy as I can. The reason why I said there were a couple of bad things is now that I'm only 11 pounds overweight, I get cold really easy. And so, that's kind of annoying, being cold all the time. And what was the other thing? Oh, the other thing is I had certain clothes that I really, really loved, and I can't wear them anymore now because they're just too huge. But, you have to take the good with the bad. And the bad is I'm definitely healthier. There was certain things with my health before that I could tell was not good, and I think it was because of all the extra weight. Like, I know my blood pressure seemed like it was high, and now it's definitely not high anymore. But yeah, so I'd really like to lose 11 more pounds. Another New Year's resolution is I would like to start reading again. Now, I spend a lot of time reading things on the internet, but that's not the same as actually opening a book and sitting down with a book and really absorbing yourself into it. It's just not the same. And I used to be such an avid reader, and I would really like to get back into that again. But the problem is my attention span. I have a hard time focusing on one thing for any length of time. So if I can figure out a way to get past that, I would love to get back into reading again. I have a whole bookcase full of books just waiting for me to read them because when I was into reading, which was most of my life, I was always buying and collecting books. So now I have like more books than I could probably ever read the rest of my life. So I would really like to, get back into it and enjoy those. Another thing I would like to do this year is stop procrastinating. I'm the type of person that likes to do one thing at a time before I move on to the next thing. Well, there are so many things in life that we all need to do that you can't really live your life that way. You have to multitask. If you want to get everything done that you need to do, you have to multitask. So I have to get this one thing at a time mentality out of my head and start multitasking so that I can get more things done in a day. Because if I get I don't know, 4 things done in a day, I consider that a good day. And that's crazy because I definitely need to get more than 4 things done in one day. So yeah, I need to stop procrastinating and get with the program. And the last thing that I would like to do this year is drink more water. I love tea and coffee, and the tea and coffee that I drink has caffeine in it, so I really need to supplement that with glasses of water. I mean, I do, but I don't feel as if I drink enough water in comparison to what I drink for tea and coffee. You need to have balance with this or you get dehydrated. And I always feel like I'm borderline dehydrated because I am drinking way too much tea and coffee, but I love it so much. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you about is something that is my current absolute favorite thing. I just love this so much that I want to give it like a shout out, and if you don't watch this, then you should be. What I'm talking about is my favorite TV show. Now, take into consideration, I am not a TV person. I very rarely watch TV, but there is one show that I got hooked on this year that I am absolutely in love with, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. Now, if you don't already watch this, it isn't the kind of thing that you can probably get into now because you wouldn't have any idea what was going on because it is a continuing story. But through modern technology now, we have features like on demand from our cable company or internet service provider, so you can maybe start from the beginning by doing it that way. And what I'm talking about is the TV show Once Upon a Time. Now, if you watch this show, you already know why I'm just so crazy about it. This show just works on every level. It's fun to watch, which is the number one requirement, right, is to be entertained. The writing for the story, it starts off a little slow, but as the episodes go by and they give you more and more backstory and information, they keep building upon what was there, and then you keep getting all these moments where you're like, now this is starting to make sense, or they'll open up like a little mystery to try to get you thinking about what is going on here, or why is this person doing this, or what are they up to, what is their goal in this situation. But basically the premise of the show is it's a fantasy. And it's people living in 2 different worlds. Not simultaneously so much as they start off in this fantasy world, and then because of a bunch of things that happen, they end up in our world, living different lives, for maybe a certain amount of time. It's all going to depend on what happens, whether they go back to their own world or not. But it's really great. It's based upon like fairy tales and fantasy, and there's good people and bad people, just like in the real world. And it's just fantastic. Some of the actors on this show are so talented that ABC is really lucky to have them, because I don't think the show would work to the extent that it does had they not hired some of the people that they did. There's three real standout characters in this show that are just absolutely fantastic. So if you have not seen Once Upon a Time, check it out. It is awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you the products that I'm wearing, and when I get to a certain point, I'm going to give you a makeup tip. So for products that I'm wearing today, my sweater is from Old Navy, my shirt is Faded Glory from Walmart, this is the small compass necklace from Target, and this ring is, next to my wedding ring, is from Macy's. I don't have bracelets or a watch on today because I've got so much sleeve action going on here. These are a pair of the earrings that I showed you in my jewelry haul that I got from my mom that used to belong to her. And I thought those would go well with what I decided to do for a manicure today, which is my all-time favorite Essie polish. Fair Game is what I used as a base. And then on top of that, I put the new Essie Set in Stones from the Luxe Effects collection. So that is what that looks like. And I just thought these two were perfect for each other. I love it, love it, love it. And for makeup today, I'm wearing Dr. Jart Water Fuse BB Beauty Balm, Catrice Perfect Adapt Concealer, MAC Studio Fix Powder, Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in Fresh Pink. On my eyes today, I have on 3 of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, the 24-hour ones. I have Endless Pearl as my highlight color. I have Infinite Sky on my eyelids, and I have Sultry Smoke in the outer corner and part of the crease. And you know, it's funny because initially I did not get the Infinite Sky because I didn't really think I would use it that much, but it's ended up being my favorite one out of all the colors that I bought. I just think it is the most gorgeous shade of blue. I love it. And then my eyeliner today is Jordana Easy Liner in Sterling Blue. And then my makeup tip involves my mascara. I have 2 mascaras on today. What I have been doing is using Maybelline Great Lash in Royal Blue as like a primer, and then putting my MAC Zoom Lash over it. And what happens is it's giving me like a hint of blue peeking through the black mascara, and it just, I think it makes my eyes, my blue eyes pop because of it. Now if you don't happen to have blue eyes, try and find a mascara that is the color of your eyes. If you have green eyes, try to get a green mascara. If you have brown eyes, use a brown. And then use that as a primer, and then put your favorite black mascara over it. And it just picks up your eye color, I think, really well. So that's my makeup tip. And then on my lips is Maybelline Baby Lips, and this is the one in Pink Punch. And you know, when I got those Revlon lip butters, I have just been so obsessed with them that I've been pretty much ignoring my other lip products. And I had gotten this, I think, right around the same time, so I only used it like once or twice at the most. And I've been using it a little more now, and I really like this. I never did a review on this because I don't like to review a product like this if I've just used one color, so I might get some more colors of these and test it out and then do a full-on product review. If you'd be interested in seeing that, let me know, because I know a lot of people have already done that, but I might do that. So that is it, you guys, and I know this was a very untraditional type video for me, but it's good to mix it up once in a while and do something different. So that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.